What's going on? It's Harry Shotter, 24/7 TV.
DJ Fantasy.
Yes, we are in the place once again, and we have a big guest, someone I've been wanting to bring up for quite a while because I love the product, Mr. SUBPAC, Snooks.
Yo,
how's it going, man?
I'm
You
good,
good?
bruv. I'm good. It's
Good
a
to
pleasure
have
be
you.
here, man.
Nah, it's good to have you up here, man. 100%, man. You've got the SUBPAC right there.
Yeah,
So
everywhere I go, man.
of course you have to, man. But let's talk about it. Let's tell people. Let's pretend no one knows what it is. No one's seen it yet.
Yeah.
Break down what the SUBPAC is.
All right, the SUBPAC is a type of technology that enables you to get the same feeling that you have when you go to a rave. When you're next to a sound system, you feel the bass, you feel the sub bass, and it puts you in that same position. And it means that you can produce, you can listen to music, you can game, providing there's low frequencies. It translates through your body and in a silent manner. So it's just a way of getting that feeling that we get from going out raving. And that's where the idea come from.
Yeah, in fact, you can be mobile and getting those feelings and that vibe.
Mad.
Do you know what I mean? And I've used it as well. You know what I mean? I've been in my yard blasting that new J. Cole album, just feeling it on a whole different level without winding up the neighbours. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the key, and looking after your ears as well, because you're not pumping up the volume. All the rest of the frequencies ain't, maxing out in the red and that. So it protects your ears as well, which is really important. You know that. I mean, as an artist.
Can I just say, I haven't seen the actual pack because the one that I've seen is actually one that goes on the back of the chair for the studio.
Yeah, I've got that one here actually.
Oh, is that a different product then?
This is combined with a new product that we've got.
All right, so we'll discuss that in a second. So what I wanted to know was, you could just have like your iPhone on, playing the normal, this is the normal. You're not going to get no subs out of it, but on your back, you'll be getting that bass out of it.
Exactly, and it combines. So whether or not what you're saying there, like with the ears, little in ears. It still works for them. You know they can't produce a low frequencies.
Yeah,
you put the sub in, and honestly, it really puts you in that sort of experience of being next to a sound system. It's crazy. Yeah. Until you try it, you can't really comprehend how good it is.
Yeah, because I've seen some like well-known artists talking about it, tweeting about it publicly and that. So it seems to have captured the imagination of. I mean, I think we see Shy FX tweeting about it, and I think a week later we had one in the studio. Do you know what I mean? So you owe Shy, he owes Shy.
But look, the drum and bass community, they get it.
Yeah.
Like you're preaching to the converted. Once you try it, you know what that's about. That's what we all like. We're all from drum and bass backgrounds, right? So whether it's the metalhead sort of family, the Ram family, we're working with all of these guys, and it's not very hard to push the concept to people like that. They get it as soon as you try it. Whether it's like Alex and TB, put it on. There's videos of him online, and it goes crazy, bro. You get it straight away, 100%.
It translates to the drum and bass, but I think as well the hip hop as well, man. Because obviously, I saw Timberland completely co-signing the product.
He's working with us now, so that's not like an endorsement thing.
Right.
He's helping us develop products.
Yeah.
Mad.
And to have someone like Timbo on board, he's walking around calling himself like Timbo SP. He was at the Grammys wearing a SUBPAC.
That's mad.
You can't pay for endorsement like that, and it's because it works. You know? His young'uns wear it, like all of his crew wear them. They just, whether they're gaming or they're on a tour bus or whatever, he gets it. It's authentic. It actually works.
And I think when you've got someone like Timberland putting his name to it, that gives it the mighty seal of approval.
He's a legend,
because he is probably, he is one of the best producers of recent times. You know what I'm saying? And what he's done,
definitely,
100%, man.
Yeah.
So that's a great co-sign, man. I've even
seen... that messes me up from like trying to get one. I can't compete with Timber.
You deserve one.
No, but you know what? You mentioned like you know a lot of the drum and bass guys like Metalheads and Ram. Let's take it back. Like where did you get this idea? Because this is like an amazing idea.
Right, I'll tell you the truth, right? So we've got our two founders of SUBPAC, right? So the company is Canadian. We kind of started off. There's a parent company called Studio Feed, all right? But the two guys that come up with the idea, they come up with it after going out raving to a Kenny Ken, all right, set.
Wow.
So it came out of it came out of drum and bass.
That's mad.
Canada sort of. Let's be honest, with drum and bass compared to new styles of music, it spread more organically.
Yeah.
All right. So you had all these DJs going out to Canada, playing all these things. So our two main guys, they was at a rave and they was like, you know what, like, why can't we have this at home?
Yeah.
Why can't we have this on the move?
Yeah.
And then bass culture's become normal. You look at pop music.
Of course.
It's all got bass. It's all got sub bass in it. It's
Yeah.
become normal. And like you walk around with your headphones in and that like it's normal. That never used to be the case.
That's right.
You know, people never used to be like that.
Yeah.
So we're pushing that, and it will become more of a normal thing. But yeah, drum and bass birthed it, bro.
That's
and we're
the
never
thing,
going to
man.
forget that.
Shout out to Kenny Ken, man.
Yeah, big up Ken, big up Kenny.
That's sick, man. So yeah, that's mad. To think that's where it all started over in Toronto. So how did you get involved with the product, man?
Right. So previously I used to work at Black Market Records. Right. I was there about 6-7 years, and one of the main guys, John, he came out and he was on road, brother. He was on his own, going to festivals, you know, going to individuals, and he came into Black Market, and we met up. And then there was another guy involved called James that used to work for them in Canada, and we just linked up. We started speaking about everything, you know. Went for a pub lunch, and within about an hour we was talking about frequencies and the universe, and we got deep. And once I tried it as well, I was just like, I want a piece of this.
So when you say you tried it, like, you know, who you know, like when you come up with an idea like this,
I didn't come up with the idea.
Well, whoever comes up with it, how do they kind of go from, I've got this wicked idea?
You get a material scientist,
yeah.
right?
This is deep.
and you get an engineer. You get an engineer. So the guy that initially developed our technology, I mean, I can go deep if you want, a little bit more about what the technology is. So when you look at how a speaker works, right? You know, you have the coil and the diaphragm. The diaphragm fluctuates, and that changes the air pressure. That's what sound is, right? So if you was to take away the cone, all right, a transducer basically makes your body vibrate. So the transducer was designed initially by a guy that designed like modular synths, and then you've also got the material that surrounds a SUBPAC, which translates that through you accurately. So we've got a material scientist that does that. So it was basically a case of, this is what we want. How do we find the people that can do this, or a combination of people? And they just done it, bruv. Right? Sometimes you just got to. People just do shit.
Do it, exactly.
A lot of people talk about things, and the real winners out there are the people that go for it and sometimes put their life on their line for something they believe in. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So,
people are like that, man.
So you know, like the product that I've used in the studio, you just sort of
the seatback version.
Yeah, you just strap it to the chair.
Yeah,
so what is this one here you got?
So okay, first of all, we've got two forms, right? You've got a wearable one, which is great for DJs. I think Randall's busting these quite a lot now at sets and that. So it can accompany your front of house, you know, because a lot of the time, you know, you've done enough gigs and you'll be playing out, and maybe most of the time the people at the gig or in front of the system are experiencing it better than you are. Yeah. So, and if you're playing really bass heavy music, you need to be able to hear or feel what's going on, feel in this case. So people wear the wearable, but then we have a seat back version, obviously goes on the back of a seat. Yeah. More suitable for, you know, people that are gaming, sitting down, people that are producing in the studio. Yeah. And then we had a lot of feedback from people that have the wearable one, they've got the seat back one or whatever, and they're like, well, if I've got this seat back one, I can't take it on the road, I can't move about with it. And then people wearing it saying, oh, well, I want to be able to strap this to my chair. Yeah. So we developed a backpack called the B1, right? Wicked. And so nice little, you know, nice looking backpack, really well made. But what you can do, you pop your S2 in there, and it makes the seatback studio version portable.
Oh, okay. So you just slide it in there, yeah?
You just slide it in, and you've got your control panel on the side, and that's it. And also, it's a little bit more covert, right? So I think your hip hop heads are more happy to be wandering around with a backpack. Yeah. Yeah. You know? But then, I mean, different people are different. I think in America, they're really happy to just walk around with a SUBPAC. Just the wearable as it is kind of thing. Yeah. English people, I mean, we're a little bit more dubious about, you know, and if you're like, oh, look at him, what's he wearing that for? Yeah, sometimes we want to be like, not let people know. Discreet. A bit more discreet, that's the right word. Yeah. You don't want to get jacked, basically.
England ain't that bad, folks, honestly.
It's not, it's fine, it's fine. I got here, it was fine. But you know what I mean, some people prefer something a little bit more covert. Of course. And also, it means that you can put your stuff in there. So if you're travelling about making music, or you're like a travelling DJ producer, you can put your laptop in there. In fact, the more stuff you have in there, the better the experience, because it's nice and packed. But yeah, so that's it. 2 different forms, and we've got a backpack now, and obviously we're working on new products. Yeah. These are like the second iterations of these, you know. Wow. So, you know, I've had about 3 or 4 different versions over the years, and the technology is just getting a lot better. It's getting a lot more accurate. The form's looking good. You know, your wearable, right? Yeah. That looks like some Batman shit, bro. Yeah, it does. You know there's a bit of Bruce Wayne styling going on with that. And you know, stylistically, it looks wicked as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're continuing to make things look better, smaller, more accurate. You know, just more sort of suited to different lifestyles as well, because it's not just production, really. You know, people use it for other stuff. Of course.
Yeah, no, that's so. You just mentioned there that you've got other things that you're working on. Like, what is the next project? You know, what's the next thing for you and SUBPAC?
I know when this is going out, right, and I know that I can't really talk about it too much, but we're basically making things more accurate. Yeah. more streamlined, more ergonomic. You know, just better designed. You know, like that pack looks amazing. What you got, but we're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Do you reckon you'll be able to make jackets that like?
I don't see why not, bro.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Well, we'll talk off camera. I've got this wicked idea for a brand new SASS range. Speakers in.
We've had all sorts though. We've had people say, you know, like, oh, hat.
Yeah.
A pair of crepes with them in the bottom. That could work. You know, because the bass goes through your bones. You get that sort of bone conductivity. That's the reason why you feel it throughout your body, not just your back when you use it. So there's so many things we can do. It's just, it's the start of, you know, it's a new form of technology, man.
Of course. And it just enhances so many things. It's not even just music, man. Like you said, gaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got this whole VR thing as well. Films, man. Imagine watching some like, I don't know, we keep talking about Batman, but like, imagine watching Bane going mad with that on your back, mate.
It's crazy, honestly. And you know what? We've actually partnered up with a Korean cinema chain. So out in Korea, this is already launched. Massive cinema, loads of chairs, all with SUBPAC technology inside of them.
Are you serious?
Wow.
That's done. That's happening.
Mad.
So we've got a little bit to sort of, in Europe and that, it's going to happen, no doubt. But you know, I think they really get into their technology.
They're on it from early,
they're
on
it, man. You know, a lot of technology comes from that side of the world. But then you've also got the other side of things like automobiles. We've done a concept car with Peugeot. All right, so there's no reason to say this technology can't be, you know, in your cinemas, in your cars, in your jacket, like you said, be everywhere. Like we look at speakers now, and they're normal speakers and headphones.
Of course. Yeah.
This is just an extension of that. You know? That's it. It is really simple, and it will happen. It will happen.
That is absolutely mad.
Yeah, man.
I'm like sitting here thinking.
You're thinking of all the possibilities, and I see his eyes lighting up, bro. As a man who produces as well, as a man who DJs,
definitely.
You
you know what I mean?
need one, bro. You need one, and we will hook you up.
Yeah,
man. Nah, man, it's 100% a great project, man. A great product, man. Do you know what I mean? And it's mad with you as well, because obviously you've got the background cutting dub plates.
Yeah. Still doing that.
So you understand? You're still cutting dubs now, yeah?
Yeah. Look, I play roots and dub in it. You know?
Okay.
I hang out with all the dub
sense.
vendor guys and that, and there's something about that. There is something special about
The
that.
sound of the dub plate.
Yeah, look, I'm not a purist by any standards, but like, give me a decent turntable over a CDJ any day, bro. Honestly, I do like, you know, fidelity of things, and this could be another conversation in itself.
Yeah.
I still cut dubs.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's mad. I didn't even know the lathes are still about.
Just about.
Are you doing that at Music House up? Is that
I'm Bo Thomas, man.
Oh, Bo's my boy, man.
Yeah. If Bo's watching, probably not, because he's too busy. Like, big
Cutting
up yourself, bro. Yeah.
Big up Bo from back in the day.
Thing
I
is,
love
right,
that guy.
You speak about Bo, and like I remember the day that, you know, I saw Andy C walking out there, and he was like, oh, that's the last time he's cutting anything. But the newer generation, you look at all the dubstep guys, they're doing it, bro.
Yeah.
They're doing it. You know, like it is part of the culture, sound system culture, cutting dubs. That is never going to go anywhere.
Tell you what, that is bloody expensive.
It is. But think about it like this: you're not going to go and get a proper turkey cut, are you? Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get a shit tune cut. There's a filtering process to it.
True.
Whereas people are like, no, I mastered that myself. I mastered it online. I'll play that in a club. All right.
Wow,
Have you ever thought about? Have you spoken to Pioneer about like doing something with them at all? Because
you work for Pioneer, bro.
No, I don't. No, but they're very forward thinking. They're like,
I know the guys in the studio, in the London studio, actually. So.
But they're a very forward thinking company, because like I'll do things like you know, when I'm testing some of their products and that, and I'll give them feedback and oh, this is wrong. Like for example, the record box software, there was a couple of issues with it, and I contacted them and said, look, this is, and next thing you know, there was about a week or two later, there was a new update. I'm not just saying they did it because I said it.
That's really important with music technology brands, and we do that as well. Like, so we wouldn't be at where we are now if it weren't for the feedback we got from artists. You know, some artists are a little bit more finicky than others, and like for example, you talk to the guys from Noisia, they're going to be on it.
Oh man,
do you know what I mean? Like technically, they're just like
super sharp.
So long-winded answer is that, you know, we know all these people. We deal with a lot of the music sort of hardware companies and that. I mean, myself, like, I still make music. I still use a lot of hardware, and I'm in contact with all of these people. There are some people that we're going to be working with, and we're going to be partnering up. Not much I can say at the moment, but our product makes all of their products look better. You know, there's no competition. It just makes their stuff look better.
Yeah.
So I think for the people watching it, man, I think they need to go online, Google, check out what's going on with
Yeah.
SUBPAC, but
Yeah.
also if they see you at any expos or anything like that as well, just come try it on, because you really have to try it, man. It's one of those products you have to try.
You do have to try it, yeah.
I think if you just got the normal people on the street that see what it can do, you know, like, and you can get it into more wearables. I think that
Sky's the limit,
I
man.
think, yeah, and
That's
the
what
good
we're
thing
doing. That's what we're doing. They're trying to make it more of a consumer product, and that's why we're working a lot with sort of game developers. You know, because there's no point in sort of just putting it on, you know, for the end user. It needs to be. You need to have games. You need to have music that's developed with this technology in mind. So that's going to give it a kick. You know, the sport industry and things like that. You're getting NBA players wearing them, walking out in the same way that some headphone manufacturers, I don't want to say their name now, you know, have done the same thing. Except for they're more marketing than they are, you know, product.
Substance.
Whereas we have got substance. Capital SUB.
100%. Yeah, capital SUV. You see that? I love that. Snooks, it's been an absolute pleasure, man. You're always welcome to come back as well and talk about what's going on with the product.
Yeah, we definitely, because I can see this just growing and growing, and
it's an extension of our culture, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's sick to see you guys at YouTube doing all of this. Like, we're all going to grow as part of a massive family.
Of course.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Wicked. Snooks, 24/7 TV, SUBPAC in the building.
Hey.